Hey, so I'm just gonna make this clear. I'm probably gonna never make this kind of videos again because at this point I am just complaining. Kuro never really did try to make any changes in the Matrix Endgame, but I am interested in playing this game mode a lot more, because it is kind of fun, it is enjoyable. But there are some issues into this, which is something that we are going to talk about. Again, this will be the last discussion on the Matrix game mode unless Kuro makes some drastic changes. Now, of course, there's this stability. Of course, I'm not going to go through this. This one is very easy, very simple. It's just a quick breathe of moment of you just warming up and then it's done. Not going to bother with it. Got all the rewards in it. Now, things get a lot more interesting and a lot more difficult when you get to the Singularity expansion. And this game mode, like, good thing I did try to use Zani. Zani is still bad, by the way, but at least she was able to perform quite well at the beginning of this game mode. So I put her there because here's the thing, when I choose Zani in my team, I get to choose this one buff right here. It gives like a negative status buff for my Zani. It's perfect for Zani, right? And it gives like Spectral Frazzle buff, all that stuff. They take 50% more damage on Spectral Frazzle. Like this is perfect for Zani. That's why she was able to perform quite good in this game mode. And it's good, it started off pretty well. I did not expect my Carlotta to do so much worse than she did. Like, she was terrible. What happened to Carlotta? I feel like she barely did anything, and fighting the enemies in this whole game mode, they are obnoxiously annoying. I don't know why they put all these enemies that just moves around really fast, except for these two, right? The Impermanence Heron and the new Mimic Chess boss, the big Mimic Chess, is quite big. And then I use Galbrena, right, for the third floor, for the third team. And honestly, Galbrena might just be the best performing team in this whole game mode. Galbrena, Echo skill damage plays such a huge part in this whole game mode. I just can't help but. If you have an Echo skill damage character, Chuyuan, Galbrena, Phrolova, Cantarella, all of these characters, they're gonna perform so good. Funny thing is that I'm not even using Galbrena's best team. Like, if I used to use Shockkeeper, right? Shockkeeper would be so much better with Galbrena here, obviously. Mornye doesn't do much other than the healing in this team because, the Tomb Rupture thing. Mornye would have been so much better in the Aemeath's team right here. And as you can see, the numbers that Aemeath perform, I'm quite disappointed with the result. I'm very disappointed with a lot of these characters actually. Other than Galbrena, Phrolova, I don't know. I feel like Aemeath was missing a lot of damage, and that's possible because I don't have the right team for her. And then there's this Changli team. Changli, I feel like she aged so poorly. She's good in Aemeath's team. I actually find it super fun and one of the best team I had if I use Aemeath and Changli. Changli and Encore, oh man, it was terrible. It was bad. It was, maybe you can look at the score right here, it's 2,000 points. Like, wow. We're gonna talk about that. The points, man, this points thing, it's got to go. Again, it is bad. It's getting terrible. Like, I think they shouldn't have made 5,000 per floor that you need to get from the stage rewards, right? I feel like not a lot of people are able to get through all of this, especially like you need to get a lot of characters, and all these characters probably need to reach about 5,000 in every single team, like, to get this one thing. And this is something that looks kind of rare. They say like a limited time title from End State Matrix. Okay, I almost thought like it's like a skin for the bike or something like that, but it's not. Okay, it's just a title, but still, I don't know, it looks kind of cool, and it's not something that you can just get. You can only get from this one event, and it's for the whales. It's the reward for the whales. And you know what, and I know a lot of people are gonna say that it's fine, it's their rewards, they deserve it, they pay for the game. But look at it this way, I'm also a day one player that spends so much time min-maxing all these units, and yet I'm having such a hard time clearing all of this. Kakaru and Jian, of course I have to use Alto because I don't have enough support characters in this game anymore. Like, I genuinely did ran out using all the characters. Like, this is my last bit. Like, if I were to start the challenge right now, let's see the two characters that I can still use, Chisha and what's her name again, Yohu. Yeah, these are the only two characters that I can use. That is insane. These are my characters. I feel like I have I lack so much characters in this game. where you have to pull for characters to play the endgame. I think it's a good idea, it's a terrific idea. But unfortunately, it was done so poorly. And it's not because that you have to use all the characters, it's just they are nitpicking. Like for example, Toon Break. These enemy bosses are good when the characters are using Toon Break more often. There's another characters that not only you need to use Toon Break, but this enemy, like if you use Shang Liao, for example, right? You play Shang Liao still? I don't know, maybe you do. But even Augusta will have issues with this boss as well because it is flying around in the air so much. It is mid-air, and Augusta, Yinlin, they can't reach the air. The boss is there to just annoy you, and the time keeps on ticking, and there you have it. Like you could have had like 5,000 points, but instead you don't have enough manpower, you don't do enough damage, and you only reach 4,999. I don't know, because you can't reach the last hit post this boss. It is unbelievably annoying. Okay, I have to restart so many times. Okay, like when I was playing this boss, this one is kind of fine. All right, it's good. I get to finish it. When I was fighting with Zani, but when I reached this boss, my Zani could. I know the hitbox for Zani. You know how it goes, right? Zani's hitbox is so bad. It is poorly designed, and you need to have this one enemy like stay still. Zani is underperforming in this one boss, fighting this one boss, and I just can't stress that enough. Like I made so much recording, thinking I would make like a whole video about Zani, but I had to restart way too many times. And then there's this one boss. Like the Impermanence Heron is fine. It's an old classic boss. It stays still. It just jump around here and there. With the characters that we have, they can kind of reach to this boss a lot fast, you know? Like we can close the gap from this boss when they jump afar. Like it's fine. But this boss right here, incredibly annoying. Again, flying around like it's nobody's business. It is weird, man. And the only characters that can beat this boss would be Aemeath, maybe Cartethyia, Carlotta if you have like her S2 or something, or maybe you min-max Carlotta like crazy, but not me. My Carlotta for some reason are underperforming. I mean, she is underperforming like 3,000 points on this boss when she can clearly shoot from far away. And that's where we're gonna talk about the old units, right? This Resonate enhancement is bad. Okay, it is not that great. Also make it permanent like this. If you want to give this character, like you already have the buff, the enhanced skill, just make it permanent in the overworld. Why not? I mean, you already have it. It's already in your character's kit. Like it's already there. I don't see why you wouldn't. Resonator deal 25% more damage. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of buff. You need to do more than that. No wonder she's performing so poorly. No wonder she didn't do that much damage. She is the worst. I mean, her score, okay? Her score and encore, like 2,000 or 3 5-star in one team like that is terrible, okay? It's not good. It doesn't look good, man. And I still have ways to go. Like, I'm probably gonna reset this Aemeath floor. Poor Dungeon, man. Dungeon couldn't even do anything. She doesn't have enough team. I didn't know why I didn't put Dungeon with the same team as her. For some reason, I wasn't thinking too much, okay? I was just trying to see how fast I can do this. I was so sure that, yeah, I can get to 58,000 points. No, I can't. I can only reach about 40,000 points. So again, I do want to talk about the characters, right? The old units are just not performing as good as they used to. I think Jia needs better buff. Shanglia 100% needs way better buff. He is closely being power cracked by Augusta. As the day goes on, he is becoming more and more useless. And then we have Changli. Her team seems to be kind of lacking as well. She is good with Aemeath and Lupa and Brant. Like those characters would work perfectly with Changli. But unfortunately, that is probably just a me problem here because I didn't pull for any of those units. I just have Changli, so she's just alone. And Jinxi, for God's sake, I didn't have Jinxi, but I know a lot of people have been asking for ages. By the way, since 1.X, she still doesn't have a proper support. Like she just doesn't. What you expect people to pull for Jeje for Jinxi when Jeje is clearly a Carlotta support. Like she gives glacial damage amplification and resonance. She is a Carlotta support, and of course the coordinated attacks will make perfect sense for Jinxie as well, but it's not a spectral damage amplification. Like Jinxie does need proper support. And I would just keep on recommending over and over all the time, like, Kuro, you just need to make a 4-star character that can do this. I think the most I'm disappointed in this whole thing is that we don't even have the buffs for every single older units in 1.0. We just get these certain characters. Like this character gets a buff. The buffs are also not that specific like in the OG Depths of Elusive Realm. If you remember Depths of Elusive Realm, the OG one, Jian have this Qinglong buff, like crazy. Changli have like a mid-air buff that does like insane damage or something like that. Like Jeje can have multipliers with her coordinated attacks, like it will blow your mind, man. Yin Lin could perform like a DPS in the Depths of Elusive Realm. Like they could give that to these characters, but I don't know. I really don't know. Like this is such a bad buff when you clearly know what you could do. And Kakaru, you have, dude, Kakaru in the OG Depths of Elusive Realm, he was insane. He can multiply, like the dude have so many clones. It was good, okay? I feel like they should just bring it back if they really want to give like resonator enhancement properly. This is not it, man. Now, next I want to talk about is the rewards, okay? And the cycle rewards here. I mean, when you look at this, you see the deal 11 million echo damage in a single battle in Singularity expansion. And then I checked, why didn't I do that much damage? Like I played my Galbrena with Chuyuan already. Oh, that's not enough damage with Galbrena and Chuyuan. You need to have all the characters in the team does echo skill damage. So they basically recommend me to play like Phrolova, Cantarella, and Chuyuan. If you don't have any of that, maybe pull for Sigrika because that's probably the other characters that can do echo skill damage. Now, if you wonder why I'm so mad about this, it's because the tuners right here. Okay, the premium tuner is right here. And guys, you have to understand, like, before this, I have like 2 tuners. I'm desperate. And if this is the only way they add, like, if you want to get more tuners, it's by playing this endgame mode and do that much damage, of course I'm gonna try and get it. Okay? Like, of course I would want these 300 stacks of tuners laying around right here, but I have to perform like 11 million. So what would it mean for me? Like, I have to restart this floor again. I probably have to play the Phrolova Cantarella Chuyuan team just to do that enough damage. Possibly get that much damage and then unlock this thing and possibly get this. That would be good for me. But that wouldn't be enough as well, isn't it? That wouldn't be enough. They wouldn't even allow you to get all of this right away. They want you to wait. They want you to do all of it. And if you can't do all of it, hey, it's okay because this will refresh in 31 days. 1 whole month. You have to wait. Get tuners and this. I don't know, man. Come on. Just let players have it. It's not a bad thing to just allow players to get, I don't know, tuners to level up their characters. I mean, I'm personally lacking tuners, okay? Maybe you're not, but I'm bleeding here. Every single day I try building my Aemeath, or Augusta is still not fully built, by the way, because I don't get that electro damage bonus on her own set. So I have to borrow Kakaru. Okay, that comes to the next part, okay? What I wanna complain about here. When I go to the characters, now this is something I've already complained about. I wanna choose Kakaru.
See my way clear.
And then I want to choose the right echo set. But guess what? He doesn't have any, right? So I have to use the one that I use for Augusta. But it's already been used. This doesn't just work on echo, like they did the same thing on weapons as well. I'm kind of fed up with this. Like, I think they should already learn, they should already know that people don't want this to happen because they would allow it in Tower of Adversity or Whimpering Waste. Like, you can switch around your weapons and echoes. I don't know why they decided to just lock this. This is clearly unnecessary and they just want to test this to the players to see if we're going to complain about it or not, which is why we should just give this on the feedback. I find this just obnoxious move by Kuro Games, and changing this will be a huge help. For the stage rewards, now I did spend like 3 to 5 hours playing the endgame, playing the game mode, fighting all these bosses, and even after all that, I couldn't reach even 50,000 points. I didn't because of the Aemeath less floor. I feel like I don't want to, and it's just not worth it anymore. I still do feel like I want to reset the echo skill damage thing because again, the tuners rewards is kind of rewarding for me. And I want to play the team where Phrolova, Chuyuan, and Cantarella will be in the same team to see if the echo skill damage will do just as much as what they want. But so far, like I don't have any much to complain anymore. I think there's been some issues in this, like where players are reward driven, but clearly the rewards are just impossible unless you whale in the game. And if you want to think like, hey, these are just that whale endgame, you can still get the currencies. By the way, you can get the currencies. But even getting the currencies, you need to have like 4 teams, 4 very premium teams to get 5,000 points each. I find that so impossible to some people, you know. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.
Hold up.
A little bit of an update here. I did try again many times, and this time around I was able to get more points on Carlotta. Galbrena outperforms the one before. This time around getting over 7,000. My god, that is a lot. And I think I can even reach like 8,000 or 9,000 if I try hard enough. I even went ahead and tried Lynae getting over 1,000 points. I even got like to use Changli in with Aemeath getting around almost 7,000. I could possibly get 7,000 if I try hard enough again. And Cartethyia, my god. Okay, before this I was using what? I was using ByZ with Cartethyia, so she kind of like getting less damage. What was I thinking, right? Using ByZ, what Mornye does give like 50% damage bonus for your character. So basically using Mornye is way better. Of course, I wouldn't use the Verena. Verena only increase attack percent. So the best support for Cartethyia will probably be Mornye if you don't have Shorekeeper, because Shorekeeper, I'm using Shorekeeper in Zani team and then Galbrena team like a lot of the times already. I used up all my energy for Shorekeeper. But you get the point. All my characters are doing well than it was before, and I was able to even save like more characters play around later. Maybe if I want to get about 60,000 for no reason, right? And I also understood that you have to follow around these enemies where this one, you need toon break characters, all that stuff. But honestly, the toon break thing doesn't really matter for me. But what matters is that if you have echo skill damage characters, Galbrena, Phrolova, Cantarella, put them in this boss. I feel like that will do so much more damage and they perform so much better fighting this boss, Sigillum here. That's all I think I can understand from this battle, from this challenge, is that use your echo skill damage bonus character through this boss. I am very surprised I get this over 58,000 points now. SSS, great, amazing. And then I check the rewards. Now this is insane to me, okay? I thought it's a reward for whales, right? For the hard work, rewarding the people that plays your game, that pay for your game. And when I got this, look at here. Looks really cool. I like it. I really do. I would love to show it off. 25 days. Limited time title. Did Wuthering Waves learn from Genshin Impact with the Stygian Onslaught weapon skin? Because that's what it looks like to me. And if this doesn't stop now, they will continue to do so. I'm just gonna say out front, please make this permanent. Do not do what Genshin did with the weapon skin. And I'm afraid that in the future they will give like limited time on weapon skin or skin in generals or any sort of titles that we like and just want to show it off to people. But we can't because it's gonna be gone within a month. Yeah, this is bad. I hope to God they don't do this anymore in the future. And honestly, after knowing that it's only limited in just 1 month, I was incredibly disappointed. Alright, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. See ya.